Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be learning about the understanding and the testing of moderation. I would be talking about the concepts of moderation and how we measure them. But before moving to the moderation, we should understand how we measure our constructs or variables. Mainly, for example, this is a construct, internet usage. So the usual practice is we will be measuring this construct based on different item. For example, this is item 4 items construct, mean that the 4 question was asked to tap the internet usage. Now this is called latent construct because it have 4 different items or it have 4 different questions to measure. In this case, this is called a latent construct because it is being measured based on 4 different questions, and these questions can use any form of scales. For example, we are using Likert scales in our example, but it is depending on your choice what scale you are using. But consider a situation where you have only one item to measure one variable, and this variable is, for example, gender. We have dichotomous answer, mean yes or no, and we can divide them in the group. So the treatment of the moderation of both type of variables or the constructs is different. For example, if we are using the construct with dichotomous or nominal or categorical variable where we can divide them into groups, so we'll go with the group analysis to analyze mediation. For example, in this case, if we are talking about gender, most likely we can create 2 different groups of data from here, male and female, and then we can compare these 2 groups in order to test our moderation effect. So this is basically when we are using dichotomous variable or variable with the choices where we can divide them into the groups. This can be the age, this can be gender, it can be any form of variable which then categorize as groups. So this is basically group analysis we will be using for this type of variables. But if we are using another form where we have different items, as I mentioned earlier, so this is called a latent construct. In this case, the analysis type we are using is interaction effect. So we can use interaction effects to measure exactly if moderation exists or not. What exactly moderation is? The moderation is basically variable which strengthens or weakens the relationship between 2 variables. For example, I'm talking about the social media marketing and the sales, the relationship between social media marketing and sales. For example, if internet usage is a moderator, it means that with the presence of high internet usage, the relationship between social media marketing and sales will be more strengthened. So this is how we conceptualize the moderation. Now consider how we measure this by using interaction effect. So it's very simple. In the moderation using by interaction effect, we use another variable. We introduce another variable which is basically interaction effect. Okay, and this interaction effect or interaction term is actually calculated with the multiplication of these 2 variables, and this multiplication can be done through various methods, and we have different methods to create this product term, or we call it or interaction term. But in the software SmartPLS, it gives us opportunity and it calculates it for us. We are not, and we don't need to calculate this by ourselves. The software will do it for us. Now the product term or this interaction effect is basically moderating effect. So we check this interaction effect. If the interaction effect is significant, we can conclude that the moderation exists, and then internet usage moderates the relationship between social media marketing and sales. Let's try to visualize this moderating effect. If I could create a graph between the relationship of social media marketing and sales, you can see it would be like this. For example, there is a positive relationship between social media marketing and sales. The more social media marketing is being increased, it means the more sales have been recorded. This is without any interaction effect. If I introduce interaction effect in this case, and we test the relationship again, and we check the relationship have been changed. Now you can see the relationship is more positive. There is a strength in the relationship when we are introducing this interaction effect. Means that with the high internet usage, the relationship between social media marketing and sales is being strengthens. This is basically moderation effect. So in this case, these two lines, they can interact or they can cross each other. This is the sign of significant interaction effect. But in this another case, if these relationships same, and the second line with the high internet usage is also, the slope of that line is also same, in that case we can consider that there is no interaction effect, because these two lines are not interacting and they are not crossing each other at any point of the analysis or at any point. This is called no interaction effect or no moderating effect is being recorded. This is how we use interaction effect for measurement of our moderating effects.